Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. Checking my audio real quick. Yep, I can hear myself and you can hear me too. Perfect. So, welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is a gorgeous Thursday. It's 11:47 a.m. It is August 10th here in the Arizona desert where it's pretty darn hot. So, let's rock through this real quick. I'll be getting these out 6 a.m. and if not 6 a.m., it'll be about 11:30 a.m. So, today it's 11:30 a.m. We'll shoot for 6 most days. 6 Arizona time. So BitcoinDailyView.com, of course, got more for you there. Looking at the crypto universe in squares, mostly a red day today. Bitcoin challenging that $30,000 mark. We'll see if it can get past it. SHIB is still in the green. It was pumping yesterday. Doge is in the green. So SHIB and Doge in the green. Dogcoin's doing pretty good. Bitcoin holding up overall, a mix of green and red in the market. Looking at the MMRI, the Manarino Risk Indicator, an interesting indicator. Just search for MMRI on Google. You'll find it. It was like a 255 this morning. Now it's 260. And basically, 50 to 100 low risk, 100 to 200 moderate risk, 200 to 300 high risk, above 300 extreme risk. We have been above 300 back in October. So anyway, guys, when we're above 250, definitely just watch for volatility in the market. So definitely we're looking at a volatile time. Let's look at the traditional markets overall. Let's see if we can get this thing to reload. That doesn't quite look right. All right, today, a downwards trend, a little bit of a bump towards the end of the day here at, I guess, 2 Eastern. So we'll see if that continues. But overall, looks like things are holding barely in the green. So the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P 500, somehow or the other, these graphs look really weird to me. Is it just me? What's going on? Anyways, somehow it shows there in the green. I don't quite get it. Okay, well, yeah, barely in the. Anyway, these don't make sense. Sorry, guys. I hate to look lost, but that doesn't make sense. You have this open pump, dump, pump, but we're not. If we're up, I don't quite see how. We haven't really quite broken the threshold of where we opened. Anyway, if we open with a gap or something like that. Anyway, Dow, Nasdaq, S&P 500, just barely. Dow is 0.3, and Nasdaq 0.2, S&P 500, S&P 500 0.2, just barely holding on there. We'll see if maybe they will close in the green today. That would be something after that dump that followed the open. Looking at the S&P 500, wow, the big winners today are Tesla, and for whatever reason, yep, Disney, which does not bode well for goodness in this world. Anyway, so well, Tesla does, but Disney, nah, come on, we all know what they're into. Um, if you're a Disney fan, you probably think that Sound of Freedom was a conspiracy movie, huh? Anyway, so total volume for Bitcoin 3.1 billion last 24 hours, down 9%. That ain't bad, not bad volume. Looking at the volatility today, definitely watch out. This is an hourly chart. I can see down here the purple and the kind of orange bars going up and down. That's its longs and shorts getting wrecked. And then here we go. We have some massive volume spikes recently. So watch out. You can see that this was a perfect BART pattern set up with these little ears to make it really even better. So we had a support here, support here, support here. We're just going sideways. We're ranging with a nice Bart Simpson pattern. It looks like we kind of came down and wanted to complete one again on the other way, which would have been a yin yang Bart pattern, as I call it, but we didn't quite pull it off. So anyway, we'll look at the other indicators and see how things are going. But watch out, a lot of volatility here on the hourly chart. The whales are on the conference call and they're wrecking the retail traders so they can free up some nice Bitcoin to buy it. Where do they get it? Longers and shorters. That's where they get it. Looking at Binance for longs and shorts, 61% long, 38% short for Bitcoin. Definitely a long bias. Looking at the top 20 exchanges, um, kind of a mix of green and red. Definitely, this is kind of a low volume day for spot trading. Let's look at derivatives on Binance. Wow, not even. It doesn't. This changed. I'm going to ignore this because it changed from what I'm used to seeing. So let's just ignore that. We'll go back to spot. Yeah, definitely a mix of green and red. Really, who's in the red? Well, Binance is not positive volume right now. Neither is Coinbase, Kraken, but Bybit is. KuCoin is. Gate.io is. It's a cool little exchange. Gemini is. Anyway, mix of green and red as far as volume. So, like I say, mix of green and red volume last 24 hours. Really not a high volume day. But Bitcoin doing, I would say, yeah, okay, 3.1 billion. That's not bad for a weekday. I mean, if it was really pumping today, you'd expect to see 5 billion or more. Um, you can see yesterday we had this beautiful woohoo, moment when Bitcoin was challenging 30,000, but of course it crashed since then, and it's just kind of going sideways. Let's see, Bitcoin dominance 46.9%. Looking at the top 100, let me refresh this and see, make sure it's valid. Sometimes this thing times out and won't refresh for a while. We'll keep going and we'll come back to it. I like to see what the top 100 alts are actually doing if we got any movers. Right now, it has not been that positive. Now, looking at the 45-minute chart, I'll open this up here. As you can see that this BART pattern that the whales did, this beautiful pump, but this is when the BART really starts. It went, came down, bam, wrecked. And I think it was actually they were going for it again, but they just, I guess they all had to hop on their private jets to go do ayahuasca in Panama or something like that. So anyway, there you go. So boom, 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 boom. Almost had a perfect yin yang BART pattern, but did not quite close it. I find the yin yang patterns are definitely devious when you see these ears, these little like extra little bat ears, these little wicks here, because somebody had their selling orders in right there, along with their short buys. So anyway, whales having fun. It's low volume, so the whales are just playing with people. So watch it if you're a retail trader. It's a 45-minute chart. We're still holding above the 45-minute 200 moving average. We wick down to it. This is basically, I would consider this. Let's actually do a fib sequence here. We'll go way down here on that wick. Go way to that wick there. Yeah, we're on the dot five. The 618 is right there where we wick down to on the dot on the 200 moving average, and the 314 is right below that. So, this is just I'm going to call this just kind of a flaccid sideways chart. Not too exciting. Watch out. It's personally not giving me confidence to really long or short right now. What I do like though is on the 4-hour chart, you can see this here. Definitely, you can see the candles by Sam. Consecutive three more consecutive green candles where the bodies lined up. Boom, boom, boom. We got some powerful velocity there. Got some blue diamond merit badges for crossing the 200 and 314 within, like, I think 1 to 3 candles. It's wonderful, but really we did get rejected off that 200 moving average. And do note that the 200 moving average is moving, down. It's not moving up. So definitely if we can get an uptrending 4-hour, moving average and then break above it again, that definitely would give me a little bit more confidence. But right now, Bitcoin just could not quite keep the energons going and break above the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart. It really kind of needs to do that before I get too excited. Looking at the daily. All right, daily chart, where are we at here? On the daily, this is kind of a nice thing. And some people, we're above the 200 moving average. I like seeing that. Some people would make that kind of a wedge pattern. There's a lot of ways you can look at that. I'll just leave it alone right now. I'm just going to do like this. I'll just throw a fib in here. I'll go to the bottom of that wick there and look at it. And yeah, see on the daily, I don't like to really trade anywhere in this range here. Um, I just don't like the 236 or the 382 unless we get a .5 bounce or a 618 bounce, which really is right there on the 200 moving average on the daily. I'm just not that excited really about Bitcoin right now. Let's look at some indicators here. Yeah, squeeze indicator is still downtrending. Directional index is slightly in the green, but in general, no great big volume coming in. Let's look at these indicators on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, 4-hour chart shows that little bit of spunk we had recently where we challenged that 200 moving average, but squeeze indicator is rolling over. I don't think the directional index is going to stay in the green. Overall, you are seeing a downtrend in the, where's my arrow? Sorry guys, I don't want to keep you waiting. Trend line will do like this. Yeah, you overall see a trend line down there. Even if the ADX is moving up, I wouldn't trust it. The ADX is probably ADX will move up when things are pumping or dumping. So I think basically the ADX is probably reacting to a downwards momentum, if you ask me personally. So there you go. Anyway, a little bit of volume coming in. I like that, but got to challenge that 2 hour. I'm sorry, that 4 hour 200 moving average and get above it, find some support. We kind of need to do this again and stay there in balance and keep going. Maybe we will watch for that 200 moving average on the 4 hour chart to get an upwards trend. And I think next time we challenge it, we'll see how that goes. And when will we challenge it? I would look at it like this. And here's your squeeze. Go down, go up. We'll probably start to go down, then go up, right? And as you can see, if you just match that here, you know, down, up, just watch the squeeze indicator to roll over and watch for that directional index to get perky and watch for some volume to come in. But right now, yeah, Bitcoin. And also we're rolling into the weekend. I think there was financial news today. Sorry, I forgot to check. There was some kind of the Fed announced something, I think, today, which probably definitely curtailed things a little bit. So anyway, Bitcoin officially, if you ask me, pretty flaccid chart. I wouldn't trade it. Let it be. Dollar, just entertainment purposes only, of course, not financial advice. Look at the dollar strength index. It's above the 3 moving average. It came up here, it challenged the 314 on the daily. It's kind of getting rejected. The dollar strength index is pretty much sideways, slightly weak but uptrending. That definitely is not going to inspire Bitcoin. S&P 500, as you can see on the daily, slightly been downtrending last couple of days. Gold making it's rolling down towards the 10 moving average on the daily chart. It will probably bounce. Would not surprise me if we see it begin to move up from where it's at right now. I kind of expect the 200 moving average bounce there. So I'm watching gold to possibly be, stack some, go to the coin store and buy some, actually not gold, but silver. I like this. So silver on the daily, it's been struggling with the 200 moving average, but notice that the 200 moving average is on the way up. That's kind of nice. It would not, and right now it's coming in at like 22.74. Definitely, if it makes a move above the 200 moving average, challenges it, finds supports, keeps going. Definitely, I could see us back in that like a $25 range. So, one of the things I kind of like doing is can I maximize this? Let's see. Can I maximize this window? No, not really. Okay. Like I say, it's at 22 right now. Wouldn't surprise me if it swings back above that 200 moving average and moves up. It really won't find much resistance till about $25. So, that if you're a coin stacker, like I say, something I like doing is going to the store, just buying a bunch of silver coins right about now, taking a chance. If we start moving up, let's look at a 4 hour chart there. How's it looking? Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna watch silver. If it can challenge that 4 hour 200 moving average there, I think that could be something interesting. So watch silver. I think it might be getting ready to swing back up. Let me actually go right here. If you care about this, I won't take very long on it. Silver, yeah, silver definitely. Looking at the squeeze indicator, starting to turn up. The directional index is starting to look good. ADX will probably turn up. Nice little volume spurts there. Watch this thing. Watch silver on the 4 hour chart here to start making a move up. I think if it gets to move up and it has good energons, like I say, it wouldn't surprise me if we could get at least back to here. I mean, there's your there's your there's your resistance. You know, around $25 is where it's going to start to lose energons if it starts moving up, and that's not a bad trade. If only there was silver-backed stablecoins, that'd be a darn slick move right now. Anyway, with that said, we'll just keep on going. Before we sign off, I'll just mention Ukraine orders evacuation of 37 settlements as Russian forces surge. I heard some numbers recently that I think it's like out of the 60 plus thousand that were the soldiers that were put together for the latest offensive, which was like about 3 weeks ago. I think like at least 30, like easily 30,000 of them are said to be most likely dead and many wounded. They don't have supply lines to actually get the wounded and dead back off the lines. This is all confirmed with drone footage and such. And do note that since the beginning of this conflict, because of the use of so many landmines, there's about 60,000 Ukrainian amputees out of their forces. So anyway, Russia pretty much is the NATO trash compactor, and I don't mind that so much. But what I do mind is these young kids getting blown up. That part sucks. So I wish for peace. I wish for an end to this conflict because it's not good for anybody. Not good for life. Not good for business. And well, that's my hope that this gets resolved, and that probably means Russia's got to win. you know. Anyway, it does look like why I wanted to mention this article is now it does look like the neocons are looking at doing what they do to leaders like Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein and others when they are done with them. Well, it looks like Zelensky might have that coming, and that's how they might get out of this conflict. So, anyway, we'll see what happens. Either Russia's probably going to win, or the West will just decide that we'll just, you know, do what they do to the leaders that they're done with, and well, that'll be that. Maybe we can all just be done with this if that happens. Anyway, guys, remember, I mean, we were in Afghanistan for a long time. One day we just left. Maybe we'll stop funding this war, and it will just be over because that's a sure way to do it right there. Anyway. Everybody, thanks for being a Bitcoin truth seeker. Thank you for being an optimist in the future of humanity because that's really what Bitcoin is. It's imperfect, I know, but it doesn't really matter. It's still, we can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Um, this beautiful thing, Bitcoin, is definitely, when it comes to a positive, beautiful sci-fi future, this definitely is going to be a part of it. I believe in it. I think it's wonderful. Thanks for being here, and we'll keep stacking stats and chilling. I'll be here daily. We'll start getting into some better trades. We'll see if we can set up some good trades throughout the week and weekend. Take care.